Hello guys, how are we doing? It's been a long time no see. Haven't done a video for a while. I certainly haven't done an unboxing video for a while, but I've got a little box that's turned up. And it might be from Suttons, and it might be seeds. Okay, yeah, it is from Suttons and it's seeds. Just don't judge me. I've seen you guys. I've seen your collections. Don't you start. Don't start on me. Okay, so some of these I want to go in relatively soon, or as soon as, or have them ready to go in. Or be ready to go in as soon as possible. As soon as they need to be. Right, so, okay. I got no hands that works, guys. Got no hands that works, right. Okay. Right. So, as you guys know, I really love my brassicas, and I usually have a really wide variety of brassicas. The only brassica I don't seem to have any seeds of, for some strange unknown reason, is cabbages. Now, Tanya and I actually go through quite a lot of cabbage. I make sauerkraut, so I have different varieties of cabbage for that. I have white, I have red that I make it with. It's actually coming up to the point where I actually usually make our sauerkraut for the winter, but I haven't actually got any cabbages in. I certainly don't have any in the ground. So, we decided that this coming season, I'm going to have no excuses. So we might have a few different ones. Okay, so I have a Savoy Cabbage variety called Virtus. And this one can go in May-ish. If you sow it outside, May, that's fine. That's after our, well and truly after our last frost date. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's not a cabbage. Okay, so then I've got the red drumhead cabbage. Now I really like red or purple cabbage, whatever you want to call it. I like the red one. There's something about it. I don't know if it's not as peppery, a bit more peppery. I don't know. There's something about the flavour of it. I really enjoy it. What I really enjoy is cooking it off in butter with some caraway seeds. That's one of my favourite ways of having it, but I also love it as a form of sauerkraut. So, or it's in coleslaw and stuff like that. It doesn't really matter. I like it. I want to grow it. Right, so that one's got to go in March. March, apparently. It's got to go in March. Although it can be planted outside in March as well as inside. Okay. Now this next one is the pointed cabbage, or the spring cabbage, whatever people call them. It's an F1 variety called Dutchman, and you sow in March or April indoors in cell trays. Ta-da-da-da. These are cute, these little, so yeah, they're cute. And then the other one that I have is another F1 variety called Mozart, and that's white cabbage, green cabbage, whatever you want to call it. And again, oh, hang on. You can plant it outside in March, or you can start it off in February inside. I think I'd be putting it outside. I just, you know, I'm all for starting off certain seeds early. I am. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. But if it can be planted out, I'll plant it out, because honestly, it's just 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 steps that I don't want to take. And I'm not a lazy gardener. I don't see the point. And that's the bottom line. I don't see the point. If it can be planted in the ground, plant it in the ground. Do what you want, you know. But I don't want to sit there having to go from seedlings to 7 centimeter pots to 9 centimeter pots to 11 centimeter pots and go on that way. It's just like, do you know what? Just get it in the frigging ground. It's going to grow. It's either going to grow or it's not. So yeah, that's just me. Anywho, let's get off my little soapy box for a moment. Right, I have a variety of chili here, which I've been finding in the supermarket. I tried to save some seeds last year and they went mouldy. It wasn't a great success. So I found them. They're called Padron. Now, these aren't really spicy. If anything, they're incredibly mild. Now, they say to sow these in February. But I would imagine that's indoors, right? Okay, so yeah. Take 22 weeks to cropping. That sounds about right. That's all good. We can do that. I don't know if I want to do them inside or put them in the greenhouse. I haven't decided yet. We'll just see how it goes. Again, it comes down to, right? If they're going to be outside and they're going to survive, they're going to be outside and they're going to survive. If they're not going to survive, they're not going to survive. Now, I do have a greenhouse heater. Whether I'm willing to put it on or not, I don't know. It depends on what the price of paraffin is. Because I have a paraffin heater for out there. But the other thing with that as well is if I'm not well, I wake up and I'm not well, is Tanny going to look for it? He's going to look out for it and make sure it's okay? Or what if the neighbourhood cats get in the greenhouse and knock it over flying? It's a naked flame at the end of the day. And I'm concerned for that kind of safety thing. But we'll just see how we go. We'll see how we go. Yeah, we'll see how we go. Anywho. Moving swiftly on. Now, I love lemongrass. You guys know I love lemongrass. I will eat a gazillion lemongrass. I tried to grow it last year. It didn't kind of work out the way that I wanted to. So I got some more seeds to do that. So under glass, February to March. Well, a greenhouse is glass. Tanny's been talking of putting the greenhouse up in the next couple of weeks. So I think he wants to get stuff down from storage first. And then he's going to get the greenhouse up. So that's kind of cool. Right. All right. Now I've got some cucumbers. Now these are Bella. They're also an F1. I don't normally buy F1s, but I think Bella, if I think right, am I right? But Bella are either a short cucumber, like a really small, like Lebanese style one, or they're a pickling one. And I can't quite remember, so I'm going to have to go and look it up. But yeah, answers on a postcard down below. That'd be cool. Now, right, now, this doesn't really have a lot of destructions on it. Now, I had to get these for a really good reason. Okay, now, there's a certain YouTuber, certain young man, who has gotten me into flowers. I'm not sure I'll ever forgive him at this point. But he's done it again. And the only reason I got these, right, because he said that I could probably sow them this month, is because they're called Pixie Delight. Oh my god! So the lupins are called Pixie Delight. Yeah, I suppose I should put them in, see what happens, put them in my flower bed. But look, there's so much stuff in that flower bed. And I know things like in a cottage garden and stuff like that, they tend to sort of like mold together and fill in space so you don't get any weeds and all of that kind of stuff. But I'm really concerned at this point that I'll have too many in there and they just won't be able to cope. So I don't know whether to put them in or not. Or whether I put them down. Oh, I can't put them in the squash bed because there's no room in the squash bed. I haven't done the herb bed yet. I haven't put the brassica bed up. Yeah, I can't put flowers in the brassica bed. That's just silliness. But they'll go in somewhere. They will go in somewhere. So we'll just wait and see. I want to double check exactly when they should be going in, because they don't actually say that on the packet. Does that mean they can go in at any time and they'll just take care of themselves? I really wish the greenhouse was up. Anywho, guys, that's my little bit of naughtiness in my little unboxing. Okay, so I am going to tell you this. I do have some winter bedding plants coming, and I also I'm fighting myself really hard here at the moment. I have always loved snowdrops, and I've always loved bluebells, and I have always, and daffodils, and I proper Welsh daffodils, none of these fancy narcissisty bollocks. I'm just proper Welsh daffodils that we grew up with, right? Occasionally they got an orange trumpet, I get that, but all these fancy fluffy things, I'm not interested in them. I just want proper old school daffodils. Which means I've got to get some bulbs, because I've got to get them in the ground. But where am I going to put them? Guys, I think I need help. I think I need a lot of help. I think I've got a problem. Anyway, if you guys have enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button, and if you want to see what happens with these seeds and anything else and all the shenanigans that goes on over here in this level, this corner of chaos, please do subscribe to the channel. I would love to see you here more often and get to know you. So leave us a comment. Anyone will tell you I answer all my comments. Okay, so yeah, just come and say hello. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I'll see you guys later. Have an awesome one. Mwah. Love yous.